Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Figure Wednesday. Today I will be reviewing the Mattel WWE Elite Series 31 Jimmy Uso figure. This is Jimmy's very first Elite figure that was highly anticipated since everybody wanted some Elite Usos and they finally got around to releasing them. So that being said, let's take a look at him up close in the packaging. At the top you can see it says series number 31. There's the new WWE logo. There's Jimmy there with the Uso shirt. It says include shirt and necklace. There's the WWE Elite Collection logo. It says highly detailed action figure, authentic ring attire. There's a picture of Jimmy there and it says Jimmy Uso on the side. On this side you can see the Elite logo and a picture of Jimmy there. And on this side there's a new WWE logo, the Elite logo, and a picture of Jimmy. And then looking at the back of the box, there's a larger image of Jimmy. There's the Elite Collection logo. It says Jimmy Uso and has a little bio about him, as well as a picture. It says recreate the action of WWE. Also in the set is Jey Uso, Kane, Dean Ambrose, The Rock, and Vader. And pictured is a raw basic ring, as well as company information listed at the bottom. So that being said, let's take a look at him fresh out of the packaging. Alright guys, so here we have the Mattel WWE Elite Series 31 Jimmy Uso figure fresh out of the packaging. Overall, I'd say it's a really awesome figure, honestly. I'm really impressed with it, and I like it a lot more actually now that I have it out of the box. I do highly recommend, if you are still able to find them at this point. I know they were shipping everywhere quite heavily, so hopefully you'll still be able to find them. Otherwise you can get them on ringsidecollectibles.com, Amazon.com, and I believe they surfaced at Toys R Us and Walmart and Target and Kmart and all those. So good luck finding him. If you do not have him yet, I do recommend picking him up. That being said, I want to show you the shirt he comes with first. It is a rubber shirt, unfortunately, but it has a new Uso shirt design there. Well, at least at the time of this figure. It says we say Us, you say O. It's a rubber shirt, as I said, meaning that it has these like buttons on the sides sort of thing, and you just snap them into place and it will securely rest over him. I'm not going to bother showing you putting it over him, as it's kind of a pain in the butt to pull his hair through it, but it splits and it's a foldable flimsy rubber, so you could put it on him pretty easily if you really want to. I'm not a big fan of the rubber shirts, as they look kind of bulky with them, but it is a nice accessory. Now let's take a look at Jimmy. Here's Jimmy's latest head scan. It is the same as his Battle Pack one, just has updated face paint for the attire. As you can see there, it looks really detailed. You can even see his individual teeth, which is really cool. And his hair is slicked back, and it's short shaven on the side, so you can see his sideburns and whatnot. So it's very detailed and really cool, honestly. And then he has his necklace here too, which is a molded piece that's detached from the body. It's just stuck under the hair, so I can't really move it. But he has a ball jointed head that moves up and down, as well as left and right. He has a typical Elite chest joint. He has ball jointed arms that go up and down as well as outward. You can see all his crazy tattoo work, which is awesome. They did a really nice job on all his tattoo work, honestly. You can see more of his Samoan tattoos here. For those of you that didn't know, he is a cousin of The Rock, which is really cool. They are Rikishi's kids, so it's really awesome. I think he's a cousin or a nephew, but he is related to The Rock. It's just a crazy family tree if you look up their family tree. If you know if he's a cousin or a nephew, feel free to let me know in the comments. It's been a while since I looked at their family tree. But he has a swivel bicep joints, typical elbow joints. He has his tall black wrist tape on both wrists, and it goes all the way around. Then he has a swivel wrist joint as well as a hand joint that goes up and down. Looking at his lower torso, he has a swivel waist joint. And then he has his green shorts, and I believe these are a new mold. I don't think this is a John Cena short mold, at least for the legs. So it's nice that he did some new stuff. His ball jointed legs that go up and down as well as outwards. You could do a lot of their crazy moves. And he has a swivel thigh joint here. Looking at his shorts, you can see all the awesome details that Mattel did for his short design, which is really cool. It goes all the way around there on both sides. And then he has like his towel that says Usos on the back, and it's a thin rubber, so be careful you don't rip it off, but it's a nice added detail. And then he has double jointed knees, so you can pose them really well. And the back part of his shorts are curved, so you can pose his knees better for like aerial moves and whatnot. And the knee pads are molded, as you can tell, but they have wrinkles and other padding like designs to make it look authentic. And looking at his boots, he has his white like socks sticking out, and then he has a swivel boot joint there. You can see, I guess these are kick pads, I guess you'd say. I don't know if they have like the tape or something covering the laces and whatnot from what it looks like. Looks like a tape or fabric or something to me. I'm not quite sure. I've never really looked at their boots closely before. And then they have the white trim over the toes there, and then he has the typical ankle joints that go up and down. But like most of my Elite figures, it's too stiff to really show you. So just be careful you don't force yours and end up breaking it. And then they have the typical ankle joint as well. And that's Jimmy Uso. Awesome figure, honestly. I wasn't super excited about it when I got it, to be honest. But now that I have it out of the box, I think it's one of the best figures of this year, honestly. I think Mattel knocked it out of the park. And I highly recommend picking him up if you are still able to find him. And get Jey Uso as well, so you can complete the Usos. And yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like Wrestling Figure Wednesday on Facebook to suggest future reviews you'd like to see me do. And I'll see you next week. Thanks.
For all your wrestling figure needs, check out ringsidecollectibles.com.
Like wrestling? Tune into The Rack, Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern on wildtalkradio.com.